The Community Television Consortium of Stark County presents this week's edition of What's Happening, the show about you, the people of Stark County. And now your host for tonight's program, Susie Vitale.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of What's Happening in Stark County. I'm Susie Vitale. This evening we're going to start our program by talking to Pat Perkins.
Well, we're going to flip-flop a little bit because I'm going to be interviewing Susie because Susie's in charge of the 4th annual Stark County Schools Video Contest through the CTC. And she's going to tell us about that tonight. Who's this contest for, Susie?
Okay, the Stark County Schools Video Contest that the CTC has is open to every classroom in Stark County. There's about 5,000 classrooms in Stark County, if you can believe that. There's a lot.
There are a lot. What's the theme this year?
Okay, it's the same as last year. Teach us something in 5 minutes or less. It can be anything so that every teacher is included. And you have to use some form of the arts. You have to either use drama, singing, dancing, poetry, art, some way so that the students just aren't standing there looking at the camera just telling us something.
Okay, now we've got some rules for this.
Okay, there is no nudity, no profanity. They have to be non-controversial and non-political, and they need to be 5 minutes long or less.
All right. And you've got this set up into age groups?
That's right. There's kindergarten through 2nd, 3rd through 5th, 6th through 8th, and 9th through 12th grade levels. So we do have age groups competing against each other, similar age groups.
Okay. Now there's 2 questions. Does the whole class have to participate, and can the teacher help?
Yes. The teacher can help, parents can help. If somebody has a dad or a mom that's a video buff and they want to help, that's fine, because there's no way that we could regulate that in any way. So it's fine with us if the parents, the teachers, anyone helps the students. And it can be one student. We had the one student the one year send in the harmonica. And some years we've had the entire class or maybe a small group from the class. So it doesn't matter, but the classroom teacher does have to enter the video, and they are due April 1st.
Okay. What does the winner receive?
Well, they get to come on our program. The teacher and one student, a representative student, get to come on What's Happening in Stark County. We have 2 programs we tape in May that are specials. And then we show their video so that everyone in the video is actually on the program because they're in the video. They received a matted and framed certificate with a ribbon.
That's very nice.
And if you win the Mayor's Award or the Congressional Award, usually there is a letter from Ralph Regula or Mayor Watkins that is also accompanies that award.
That's really nice. Who sponsors this?
Warner Cable is our exclusive sponsor this year, and they have added a new category.
Okay, what is that one?
Okay.
It's new.
Okay, the new category is 30-second public service announcements. All the same rules apply to the public service announcements that apply to our 5-minute in length videos, but they have to be 30 seconds long. They can't be longer than that. And they also need to be in by April 1st. These are going to be on our What's Happening in Stark County program. They're also going to air on, I hope I can remember, locally on MTV, USA. There's 4 of the local cable channels that they're on.
Oh, I don't.
CNN,
USA, ESPN.
ESPN. Okay.
Right.
So locally they'll be on there. Plus they will air on our special award What's Happening programs, and they also get a pizza party. But the teacher and student will not come on What's Happening. But we will run the spots.
Okay. Public service announcement about anything?
About anything.
Okay.
And this age group is K through 12. They're picking 3 winners,
All right.
lumping them all together.
Okay. How does someone get information or get an entry blank?
Okay, if someone wants an entry blank, they can call me at 499-4008, or they can call CTC, and that's 493-8925.
Right.
And they can also write to us at CTC, Post Office Box 8335, Canton, Ohio, 44711.
Right.
And I'll be glad to send them one out, but it'd be quickest to call me.
Okay, then you'll get it out to them right away. All right. Well, thank you very much. And I hope there are a lot of people that enter this. It's really a lot of fun.
I hope so. It is, and it's really fun to see all the different ideas that come in.
Thanks a lot, Susie.
Thanks, Pat. Next up, we have the MRDV. Stay with us. Our next guest is from the Stark County Board of Mental Retardation and Developmental Disabilities, Lester Higgins Workshop, where he is the manager and director. And this is Jack Frent. Jack, I understand from talking to Pat Fellman that the Lester Higgins Workshop was the very first of the workshops that the MRDD set up. Is that correct?
Yes, it was the first workshop. In fact, it was the first building that the board owned. Up to that point, we were pretty much operating out of church basements and rooms in schools and things like that. So it was the first place we bought.
Now, how long ago was that?
1974.
Boy, you've come a long way. You really have.
We now have 2 schools and 4 workshops and a bus garage and service over 1,000 clients.
That's incredible. Okay, so who exactly works at the workshops?
Okay. People with developmental disabilities, specifically mental retardation, will come into the workshops. We really exist primarily, it's becoming more and more as time goes on that we're more like a stepping stone. We want everybody to get to their highest potential, and hopefully that potential would be working in the community in a job.
Okay, so about how many people are at your workshop?
At Higgins, we have about 170 clients who work right there in that workshop, but also at Higgins, it's our center for our community work experience and supported employment. And people that go out and do different jobs throughout the area for different businesses, cleaning or work enclaves and that, and they will, those numbers can be anywhere from an additional 200 people that are in and out of the building a day.
Okay, so you've got a lot of people coming and going there. Okay, and this is primarily so to serve them in what way? As a stepping stone? And give them a job, that's right, okay.
Just like to turn people from being people who receive tax monies to people who pay taxes.
That's great, and you've got a lot of success stories too.
I think so.
Okay, now what all do you do there? There's a lot of different things going on just at your place. So.
Well, just what goes on within our building with the clients or employees who work there. I brought along some of the work we do.
Okay, let's take a look at some of these things.
Now, you may have heard of our ceramics.
Oh yes,
they've
been on a lot.
Well, at Higgins is the place where they're all made. At Higgins, we have upwards to 90 people who pour, slip into molds, pull the product out of the mold, sand it, fire it, paint it. And I brought along a few things. Hopefully this will be on. Is this going to be on before Valentine's Day?
Oh, yes.
Okay. This isn't an advertisement.
Oh, it sure is. Oh,
These
that's
are
great.
like a candy dish.
That's really pretty, too.
And another one,
if you leave them down there, they can probably just get focused in on them. Here, I'll
I
tip it
forget
up
there's
here.
a camera there. I'm showing it to you.
We'll just tip it up there. These are really beautiful. These are what, glazed?
It's mother of pearl, yes, glazed.
They're beautiful. Okay, and
a little bunny bag.
I love those bags.
We have very many. We have, I don't know, about 14 or 12 different bags, and this is a small bunny bag that we make.
Okay, and I saw a video that was on one of the other cable channels that was about the ceramics workshop, and they were explaining, obviously MRDD had made it, how these are made, that you teach each person one of the steps.
Yes.
And that way it goes through an assembly line.
We are the largest producer of ceramics, I mean, short of, a commercial, like bathroom tower and that, but the largest producer of ceramics in Stark County.
That's incredible.
More comes out of our workshop. But that's not the only thing we do there.
Okay.
We also, can I say the names of other companies?
Sure.
Union Metal Corporation. We collate and put together these this notebook of their different products that they have, over 60 pages. We've been working with them for about 4 to 5 years.
Okay.
Diebold Corporation. Here's computer chips, and you wanted me to leave them on the table.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. And so, what do you do with these?
We clean these. We basically what it comes in and it has a memory in there, and we soak them, take off a plastic cover that's on it, and then we put them into ultraviolet light for a period of time, and they come out and the memory's been erased and they can be used over again.
Okay, we've only, believe it or not, got about 30 seconds left.
Okay.
So
I have to mention Henderson Turner quick.
Okay.
Henderson Turner, we do upwards of 30 to 40,000 pieces, bags or boxes for them per month. They're our largest customer. This weighs 22 pounds. We do 4,000 to 9,000 of those a month.
Okay, if a business is interested in hiring you and having your clients work for them, what is, and through the workshop with training?
They can call the workshops 477-5200. We have we have a few contract procurement people that would more than be happy to come out and talk with them about what we do.
I hear you have excellent work and an excellent work record.
Great work,
so.
great work record.
Okay, thanks for coming this evening.
Sure. Thank you, Susan.
We've got more. Stay with us. Our next guest is Jack McWhorter, who's a professor at Kent State University Stark Branch. He's also with the Education Enhancement Partnership, but he's here tonight to talk about being the curator of one of his big exhibits called The Power of If. Now, you've had Discovery, Rediscovery, and Ubu-Wa, which both were really incredible and very successful. So now you've got another incredible exhibit coming up that everybody should go to. Do you want to tell us sort of the concept?
Yes, this is a follow-up exhibition to Ubu-Wa in the previous one. We'll have approximately 80 teachers from across Stark County involved in making connections to science, using arts and science together.
Great. Okay, how are they going to do this?
Well, I'll give you an example. Morgan Elementary in Alliance is currently working on a project that started in the fall, and I am working with that school. I invited the children to bring in soil samples, and they put the soil samples in grow labs, and they've been documenting the changes that have been taking place, and then visualizing those changes, and they're creating a very large mural to represent those changes.
Okay, so they're combining the science with art.
Right. So this is about making connections that open both ways to art and science.
That's great. Now, when is this going to be?
The exhibition will take place in March, so it's coming up rather quickly.
Sure is.
The opening is March 24th on a Sunday. 2 p.m. will be the opening, and we expect literally hundreds of parents and kids to attend.
There
this
usually
opening.
are.
Right.
Where is this?
At the Canton Museum of Art.
Is there a charge to get in?
No charge.
Okay, so you can
open free to the public, and there's a number of tours that will be set up, arranged through the museum. And with this exhibition, we're going to ask teachers to be the guides for the tours.
Oh, great. Now, you've also got some lectures and programs that are lined up,
We
too?
have a number of my colleagues at Kent State University Stark Campus involved with this project. A couple of our biologists, Dr. Penny Bernstein and Dr. Baga, will be offering more of a gallery talk kind of format. And also my colleague in the art department, Greg Little, will be discussing his project that he's been working on with some of the kids.
Okay, and where are they going to be holding these
All
lectures?
of the gallery talks or special lectures will be conducted in the museum galleries itself, and we will be sending out the information about those lectures. It's a rather long list of special events.
There are. And this is open to the public as well?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if a teacher or principal from a school is interested in becoming part of this, I know it's getting really close to the exhibition, is there time left?
Yes, there is time, and they need to move rather quickly on it, and they can contact me at Kent State University at 499-9600, extension 520, or they can call Kathy Jevick at the Education Enhancement Partnership.
Okay. And this is going to be another one of those exhibits. What's the length of it again?
The exhibit will take place over 3 weeks.
Okay.
And we should have, again, close to 80 to 90 teachers and literally thousands of examples of connections to art and science by Stark County school children.
Now, it seemed like you only had Ubu-Wa set up, sort of, and you were already talking about this one. So how long have you been working on this?
This is a 2-year initiative, and it started, in May of 1994 with a series of workshops, and then we conducted a special 9-day summer institute for Stark County teachers where we got them started on some of these concepts, and they have been working then in the classroom. Classroom as the laboratory for experimentation.
Okay, so this does encompass all of Stark County. You've got so much going on. So if somebody wants information about the lectures, the programs, the dates, anything like that, what's the number again they can call?
Well, I'll give them Kathy Jevick's number at the partnership,
Okay.
452-0829.
Okay, and if they want to talk to you, the number is?
499-9600, extension 520.
Okay, thanks for coming. And this is again called The Power of If, and it's at the Canton Art Institute.
Correct.
Okay, thanks for coming this evening, Jack.
Sure.
Next up, we've got more. Stay with us. Our next two guests are from the Canton Lincoln Alumni Association. We have Sue Self, who's the president, and Jim Griffin, who is the treasurer. We're going to be talking first of all about the raffle that's coming up. So do you want to explain about the raffle?
Sure. The raffle will be held at the Four Winds on Wednesday, February 21st, starting at 6:30. At 7:30 we will have our dinner, and following dinner then we will have our raffle.
Okay, and how does this work? In other words, you've got this raffle. What are you raffling off?
Okay, you will win cash prizes.
The best prize of all.
Yes, and the top prize is $2,500, and the other prizes go in increments of 25. Every 25th number gets $50. The 100th number receives $150.
Now, you sell a limited number of these ticket chances. It's not like there's 3,000 tickets out.
Correct. There is only an amount of 200 tickets sold.
Okay, now, what happens with the profits from the raffle?
Well, it goes right to our scholarship fund. And since 1990, we've helped 141 students, and we've given out $69,250.
That's incredible.
This is just one of the fundraisers we have. For the All City Night is a helpful, and then we get donations from different members. Unfortunately, we lost Mr. Greenham last year, and he requested donations to the Lincoln Scholarship. We received about $500 from that, and we gave a scholarship in his name to a French student.
Oh, how nice.
And then Elizabeth Bell, retired school teacher from Perry, her friends asked her what she wanted, and she said, just give the money to Lincoln Scholarship. So we acquired another $500, and we gave a scholarship to an education major for that money.
Okay, just last year alone, there was what, $16,500?
33 students
33.
received $500 each.
That's incredible. Now, you mentioned one of the fundraisers is All City Night.
Right.
So let's talk about All City Night.
Okay.
When is it coming up?
All City Night will be held Saturday, March the 30th at the Field House. The tip-off time will be 6:15 with Lehman versus Lincoln. 8:45 will be Timken versus McKinley.
Okay, what can someone expect that comes to this? If somebody didn't come last year, what's it like?
A lot of old people having a good time.
We all become teenagers. We walk in there and all of a sudden you're 16.
It's great. It's great.
It is. How much are tickets this year?
They're $4.
Okay, and who are they going to see there?
Exactly, I can't tell you. I just heard there was a Flynn coming in from California. I know Doug Zalasko's coming in from California.
I heard
There's
Doug
just
was
kids.
coming.
Yeah, I don't know if Scott's coming in from Oregon again, but that's why they're having it on a Saturday night because of the fellas coming in.
I think Rick Haverstock's going to play again. I talked to his wife.
All right. And guys from around town and, like, again, all over the country.
Okay, and Mr. Bayless was there last year,
Right.
sitting there right in front of the alumni band, and we had our majorettes, and so what all groups are there then? There's what, the basketball teams,
The cheerleaders, coaches, the majorettes, and of course the bands.
the pep bands, and the only
Yes.
one that doesn't have a pep band yet is Lehman. They're
And
still
that's correct. They
Okay.
are still trying to form a band.
okay, and so this is just like the old All City Nights.
The banners are up.
Okay, now all 4 alumni associations are involved in this. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so what happens with the money then?
Well, last year we shared, everybody got $3,000 each. We made $1,200, $12,000. So we got $3,000 each, and we, go right to the scholarship fund.
Okay, how many people do you expect to come this year?
We're probably expecting between 4,000 and 5,000 people to be there.
Okay, there are what, over 5,000 tickets printed.
That's
They
correct.
aren't going to print them like last year, I understand, because they printed, a lot of extra tickets. Where this year they're going to have to watch it. Yeah.
Okay, do you want to explain, we only have about a minute left, but do you want to explain about the participants in All City Night, about the tickets that even, everyone has a ticket? even the basketball?
Yes, everyone has to purchase a ticket, no matter whether you're a coach, whether you are out there on the floor refereeing, basketball player, cheerleader, whatever, everyone has to pay their $4 to get in.
That's really great. So that it really does raise a lot of money because there's so many people involved.
There's a lot of donations as far as employees, etc. go.
Okay. If somebody is interested in information about either of these two events, what's the phone number they should call?
Okay, they can get in touch with Mangs on 11th Street. And I'm sorry, I don't know that phone number offhand.
Okay, well, I believe we have it up on our screen.
Okay.
So if someone wants to call Mangs, they should have information, or they can write to the Canton Lincoln Alumni Association. And what's the address?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Post Office Box 20192, Canton, Ohio 44701.
Okay, thanks for coming this evening.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Next up, we have Pat Perkins with the calendar of events. Stay with us. Next up is Pat Perkins with the calendar of events. Pat?
Thank you, Susie. The Herbert W. Hoover Foundation has been awarded a grant in the amount of $6,460 to the Stark County's foster parent program at the Development of Human Services. The funds will be used to purchase foster parent recruitment ads on Warner Cable's USA and TNT networks. The ads will be aired from January 29th through June 2nd and will urge people to become foster parents with the Stark County Department of Human Services. So if you'd like any information on becoming that foster parent, you can call them at 438-8789. The Center for Sleep Disorders of Doctors Hospital has been certified by the American Sleep Disorder Association, becoming the only national accredited sleep center in Stark County and one of only 12 in Ohio. For information on this or a free 30-page pamphlet, you can call them at 837-7552. The Lincoln, Timken, Lehman, and McKinley Alumni Associations will once again be holding the All-City Night basketball game at the Field House March 30th, 1996. Lincoln will play Lehman at 7:15, and Timken will play McKinley at 8:45. The evening will include alumni basketball players, cheerleaders, pep bands, majorettes, band directors, coaches, and referees. The ticket costs $4 each and can be purchased at Mangs, Hub Victor, Canton Flower Shop, Taggart's, Sutton's, Blum Seckers, and the Field House. Blum Seckers. Okay. For more information, you can call Mangs at 452-1412, and Susie will be there cheering that night. Okay.
And we're already practicing.
Oh, hard work, especially now.
That's right.
The Canton Christian Home will be hosting a seminar on the topics of trust on Thursday, February 22nd at 10 in the morning and again at 7 in the evening. The public is invited to this at no cost obligation. For details and registration, you can call the Christian Home at 456-0004. The Community Television Consortium of Stark County offers all Stark County students and teachers a chance to see themselves on local TV by entering the 4th annual Stark County School Video Contest, sponsored exclusively by Warner Cable. Entries must be postmarked by April 1st, and for entry blanks and more information, you can write to us at the CTC, Post Office Box 8335, Canton, Ohio, or you can give us a call for this entry blank at 499-4008. The Catholic Diocese of Youngstown's Diocese Deaf Association is seeking sign language interpreters to sign masses in Canton for the hearing impaired. Interested persons should contact Reverend Terry Hazel at 875-1631. Nonpartisan information on voter registration and things that are going on in the state are available from the League of Women Voters of the Ohio Education Fund. The free service is available from 10 until 4 weekdays by calling 1-800-598-6446. The Jackson Community Chorus is gearing up for another performance and is seeking singers interested in joining the group. Stark County adults interested in singing in a choral of 60 people can attend a rehearsal meeting at 7 o'clock on Monday nights in the Church of the Lake on Fulton Drive and Brunerdale Avenue. For more information, their number is 499-2342. The Salvation Army will again begin its next session of Super Sharks, and that's an 8-week program for children in the 1st through 4th grades. And it starts on February 8th and it runs through March 28th. Children will meet one evening per week and will participate in homework time, recreation, Bible stories, arts and crafts, music, cooking, self-defense, and more. To register, you can call them at 453-0158. And the Stark County Family Court System is seeking volunteers for its Guardian Ad Litem program. The volunteer guardian represents the rights and the best interests of neglected children during court proceedings and provides the judge with a recommendation based on his or her independent investigation. Those interested in learning more about becoming a volunteer guardian for the family court can contact the program coordinator at 438-0914. If you'd like to have your nonprofit club or organization on what's happening in Stark County or have your events on the calendar, you can write to the CTC, Post Office Box 8335. That's Canton, Ohio. The zip is 44711. Or you can give us a call at 493-8925. We do air on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Tuesday at 6 o'clock and Thursdays at 6:30 on Warner Cable, Channel 11, and on Thursdays at 7:30 on Maslin Cable, Channel 50.
Thanks, Pat. That wraps up another edition of What's Happening in Stark County. Thanks for joining us.